Hey guys, Lord Naren, White here, the Holy Ghost, the one true God. Back with you with the next video in my Daily Diary series. As usual, before I discuss what I have achieved since yesterday's Daily Diary video, I want to read you a chapter from the Bible. Today it will be the book of Job, chapter 35. Elihu spake moreover and said, Thinkest thou this to be right, that thou saidst, My righteousness is more than God's? For thou saidst, What advantage will it be unto thee? And what profit shall I have, if I be cleansed from my sin? I will answer thee, and thy companions with thee. Look unto the heavens and see, and behold the clouds which are higher than thou. If thou sinnest, what doest thou against him? Or if thy transgressions be multiplied, what doest thou unto him? If thou be righteous, what givest thou him? Or what receiveth he of thine hand? Thy wickedness may hurt a man as thou art, and thy righteousness may profit the Son of Man. By reason of the multitude of oppressions, they make the oppressed to cry. They cry out by reason of the arm of the mighty. But none saith, Where is God my Maker, who giveth songs in the night, who teacheth us more than the beasts of the earth, and maketh us wiser than the fowls of heaven. There they cry, but none giveth answer, because of the pride of evil men. Surely God will not hear vanity, neither will the Almighty regard it. Although thou sayest, Thou shalt not see him, yet judgment is before him, therefore trust thou in him. But now, because it is not so, he hath visited in his anger, yet he knoweth it not in great extremity. Therefore doth Job open his mouth in vain, he multiplieth words without knowledge. So, the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. And you see me excited to speak about this because of the fact that here you can see the ending of the chapter. Elihu saying in Job 35:16, Therefore doth Job open his mouth in vain. He multiplieth words without knowledge. So Elihu just doesn't believe that Job is a good man, but Job actually is a good man. So that is the idea, is that I'm very excited to see the end of Job, because I want to know how all of this works out for Job, because he actually is a good man. And with that, I want to go ahead and end the Bible reading there for an analysis of the Bible there for today, and transition over to what I have achieved since yesterday's Daily Dive video. Since yesterday's Daily Dive video, I worked my software developer job. I worked at my core. I uploaded and scheduled yesterday's Daily Dive video for 6/8/23, and today I will create, upload, and schedule the Daily Dive video for 6/9/23. Now, in terms of what else I want to discuss in this video, I often discuss current events within the world, as well as what I've been doing. For example, I recently talked about how I played some of the board game Risk, an adaptation of the board game, as a mobile app, or watched the show South Park, for example, or the current event of the US debt ceiling have been some of the topics in recent videos. In today's video, I want to talk about the governor from Florida, Governor Ron DeSantis, who is joining the race for the presidential election for the Republican Party. One of the I don't know much about Governor Ron DeSantis's history. For the sake of honesty, the first time I've ever voted for the presidency was 2020. And so to put that in perspective, I was 26 years old, so I didn't vote when I was 22, and I may have just missed the vote when I was 18 or was right at the cusp. So I didn't vote when I was 18. So I missed one of the votes, but and I'm not saying that because I mean I haven't voted every time I could, basically. But I've started voting at least at the age of 26, which was quite good. 25, 26, whatever it was, when I started making those plans. And 26, excuse me, yeah. And so I wanted to go ahead and say that I voted for President Donald Trump. I discussed the policies and ideas that I believe, such as pro-life, limited government, large like military for safety and things like that, and then lower taxes, trickle-down economics, where the idea is very capitalistic, and it is about giving that the people who want to achieve financial success will have the opportunity to work for it, And if you want to work only up to a certain point, then work up to a certain point. But I am by no means a socialist. I am by no means a communist. I am a capitalist, and I believe in pro-life, number one. And that's something that I think the United States has done a great job, is overturning Roe v. Wade, and you know, making sure that you know, being pro-life and the importance of being pro-life. So now Governor Ron DeSantis, I say all that to say, is the governor from Florida who will be running in this upcoming presidential election. To to give some context of how I view Governor Ron DeSantis at this point in time, being a voter for President Trump, I intend to vote for President Trump again should he win the Republican nomination. And even though my vote will absolutely probably not be relevant, because I say I live in Hawaii, and at this time in the last election, I think there were 260,000 votes for President Biden and 80,000 votes for President Trump. So it's a very liberal state that I am here now. So I don't expect my vote will matter, but it's about the principle of voting. Because the idea is that an election could be decided by even one vote, so every vote matters, and and it's also one civic duty I feel to vote. So I will be voting again for President Trump. One of the things is Governor Ron DeSantis, when he ran for governor of Florida, I believe ran for governor of Florida, don't quote me on that, President Trump endorsed him. And that was one of the reasons he achieved, not the reason, obviously he's responsible for his success. And he's actually a very good man by all accounts. He actually seems like a really good man. President Trump endorsed him and he won. And unfortunately now he's running against President Trump, as President Trump is going for his second term in 3 straight presidential elections, which is really quite cool. And so I will be voting for President Trump, and I don't view Ron DeSantis, I don't know if what he did is right or wrong. It's all like politics, like whether or not like he wants to run now or would he have waited 4 years. But why I mentioned Governor Ron DeSantis is he is a very young man. I actually don't believe he's even 45 years of age, and he is, I think so, I think he's 44 at the time of the recording of this video, and he figures to be a big factor in American politics over the next half century. And that's something that I say, in terms of like his name, Ron DeSantis, should rise in station quite a bit over the next half century. And as a result, I'm very excited to see, maybe not so much for this election because, he's running against my guy, President Donald J. Trump. So maybe not for this election, but going forwards, I have a great deal of respect for Governor Ron DeSantis. And I think that he'll be a big force in the United States political scene for, decades to come. So other than that now, as I transition away from politics, recently in terms of what else I've been doing, on my channel, if you've been watching, or if you're looking at this hundreds of years from now, I've been playing a lot of Halo Master Chief Collection recently, and I've been playing specifically Halo 3, which is the game that I was playing when I was growing up. And so that's something that's been really cool for me because I've been not only having fun playing the Halo game, but I've actually been playing pretty well. So like a lot of the games I do pretty well, so that's always fun. And it's been like just a blast, like just relaxing and playing Halo, and I've really been enjoying that. So that's definitely something that I've been grateful to God for, is the opportunity to just relax and play video games in a healthy way, in terms of like after all my work is done, I can unwind after a difficult day and play some video games, and so I'm grateful for that. Other than that, really not much to report. Life is continuing to go well. As they say, no news is good news, and everything is going along well for me in terms of my my Bible readings, my exercise, my job, and so that's why I say that things are going well, and I am grateful because I want to continue to work to serve. I won't to serve God, the Father and Son. To shield and build, by way of shielding and building Naren Jealousism, which will take a lot of time. Right? It's not easy in terms of measuring progress when I talk about I won't even start a family for 30 years, but for God hath not given the spirit of fear, but the spirit of power and of love and of a sound mind. And so those are the reasons why I'm going to continue to be patient, is because I really have an eye for the long term, and there's no reason to rush anything. There's no reason to worry. I will do the best I can. I will, and God will, I truly believe that God will take care of everything. And to God be the glory. And so with that, I want to go ahead and say thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, as it greatly helps the channel. Light be with you all. Take care, and thanks again.